and in the next segment what I have for you is this, the new Yamaha Ray. Yamaha Ray is a very important product for Yamaha. Yes, it's their first scooter, and with the scooter segment booming in the Indian market, Yamaha would definitely want to have their piece of cake from this segment. Interestingly though, Yamaha they have targeted the women audience, which is a kind of risky strategy. Why? Because there are many male potential buyers in this segment. Now, will the Yamaha Ray good enough to cater the needs of the target crowd? Let's check out. The Yamaha Ray is a good looking scooter. It has got a deceptive look. Now, deceptive in a good way. It actually looks bigger than how big it is. The moment you sit on it, you'll feel how light and comfortable it is. The surprise is that even the taller of the test riders were comfortable on it. Yamaha have chosen to keep the design all sharp with the Ray, and although some of us felt that at first look it resembles a certain other scooter, most of us on the team agree that the scooter is a delight to look at. All of us were in fact quite impressed by its exhaust design. Yamaha Ray has a lot of plastic thrown around, and that basically adds up to its lightweight. Plastic quality all over is at par with its competitors, and switch gear in fact will seem quite familiar if you have ridden other scooters. The mirrors could have been a little more functional, but does a decent job. Another key thing we noted was that it was very easy to put the scooter on its center stand. The Yamaha Ray is equipped with a 113cc engine that produces a maximum power output of 7.1 bhp and a maximum torque of 8.1 Nm. What that translates to is a scooter that's quite quick in traffic. It picks up pace very easily. And there is one more thing that I want to mention is the unique design of the exhaust. Actually, this is different and I really like the look. When it comes to ride and handling, Yamaha Ray shows its true Yamaha DNA. It's such an easy scooter to travel or to ride through the city. It's lightweight, which is 104 kg, and its smaller dimensions makes it ever so easy to sit through the traffic. The telescopic forks at the front definitely made an impression on us, as it made the ride quite comfortable, and even with some spirited riding, the suspension kept up. The version we tested came with the MRF tires, and they held up pretty well in all the different riding styles and terrains. The Ray has pretty small turning radius, making it a boon in daily commuting. The braking duty is done by drum brakes at both ends, and they held up quite well and did not lock up until we went really hard on it. Speaking about the features that Yamaha Ray has got, the speedometer console, which is pretty basic with all the necessary things there, and then the seat is very spacious and very comfortable even with a pillion rider. Now when we speak about the pillion rider, the pillion foot pegs are also placed at a comfortable place. The Yamaha Ray also has got pretty decent storage space. I mean, under the seat. Here you can, hold a half-faced helmet, but I seriously doubt whether you could hold a full-face helmet in here. And here Yamaha has made some space available, little bit of space available below the handlebar, and also a hook where you can attach some useful stuffs. I feel the biggest advantage the Yamaha Ray has over its similar segmented targeted scooter competitors is that it looks a much more substantial and a serious bike while it still is as light and easy to handle. But the fact remains that it misses on some accessories that other manufacturers provide. Then again, these are not exactly the must-haves. Coming to the pricing, it is up there with the rest. Feedback from new Ray customers indicates decent maintenance scores. So it's time for a verdict, and the verdict is that Yamaha has got a winner here. I'll tell you why. It's a decent looking scooter. It has got pretty good power to have fun with. It's easy on ride and handling. It can be used very well in the city traffic, and it has got, ample storage space. Good enough storage space. I have some hot news for you, so the news follows. Kawasaki and Bajaj are all set to launch their exciting Ninja 300 sports bike in a few days from now on April 10, 2013. The latest Ninja for India will replace the outgoing 250cc model and also shows off revised styling. The 300 now comes with ZX-10R inspired dual headlamps, a floating visor, revised instruments, larger fairing vents and a radiator fan cowl to dissipate heat effectively and away from its rider. The Ninja 300 houses a 4-stroke, parallel twin and liquid-cooled 296cc engine. Fuel injection is standard with new throttle valves working to improve mid-range grunt and engine response. The latest Ninja outputs 39 bhp at 11,000 rpm with a peak torque figure of 2.8 kg made available at 10,000 rpm. And that's not all. Kawasaki has spent much time perfecting the 300 engine, including flatter piston crowns that's seen on the earlier bike, sleeveless die-cast cylinders and a cylinder that accommodates 7.8 mm longer stroke. Both intake ports are wider and seat larger diameter valves. Power is directed to the rear tyre via a 6-speed gearbox, with aggressive downshifting now supported by a super clutch system usually only found on larger capacity motorcycles. A rigid diamond-type steel frame holds the new Ninja 300 together, along with a pair of 37 mm telescopic front forks and a linked monoshock at the rear. Kawasaki and Bajaj are yet to disclose pricing for the Ninja 300, but I expect this to be close to the current Ninja 250R. We have a scoop for you. Maruti is to launch Ertiga CNG. According to reliable sources, the company will announce and even start rolling out a greener variant of the Ertiga within 2 to 3 months. India's largest car maker is aiming to sell nearly 1,000 to 1,500 units of the Ertiga CNG every month. Currently, it's sold in petrol and diesel variants, and the Ertiga MPV sells on average 5,000 to 6,000 units per month. Ertiga sales have been filling in the vacuum caused by the dip in sales of other passenger cars from Maruti over the past year. The Ertiga currently faces the closest competition from the Mahindra Quanto and the Renault Duster. However, the growing MPV SUV segment lacks any CNG variants so far, and Maruti is planning to tap into this space by making the Ertiga the first CNG-powered MPV in India. So that's it. That was whatever I had for you for the day. Next week, same time, same episode of Green Signal. No, not same episode, in a different episode of Green Signal. I'll meet you with more news, more hot cars and bikes. So that's it. Ta-ra, bye-bye. Signing off, Govind Krishna.